Hello to all and welcome back into the channel. So today we're going to do a very quick predictions video on WandaVision for episode 5. And of course, be careful for spoilers for the first episodes of WandaVision, alright? Although I don't think what's going to be said here is going to tank like any type of company from a retweeted Reddit post. So yeah, alright. So this video is going to go as follows. We're going to predict what happens with Director Hayward. We're going to talk about the twins. Let me see, we got to address what happens to Monica, Agnes, and what her role is going to be moving forward in the show. And also, I want to kind of really touch on what I think is going to happen on Halloween, as well as the big reveal who's going to come at the end of the show. But we're going to leave that at the end of this video. But real quick before we get into that, there was a dynamic to the show that was brought to my attention that I want to mention right now that'll give the rest of this video some context. The 9 episodes for WandaVision is going to be kind of structured like a 3-act. So we have the 4th episode was the beginning of the 2nd act. Because like any drama, this is going to set up some interesting interactions between our characters, because at this point in the story is when we're going to get some major answers as well as some more questions that are going to be answered at the end of the show. So what would those things be, right? Moving forward in the show with that type of information in the forefront of your mind, right? I believe this next episode is going to really flesh out the relationship between Director Hayward and Monica. It's going to show the gaps, the holes. So I'm wondering if during the briefing with Monica, if Director Hayward is going to ask Monica some questions that's going to leave us, the audience, especially us who are already kind of like got an eye on him, going to make our eyes squint even harder. Now to the twins. Now, since we're handling every episode with a decade gap, I think we're probably going to see the twins like around 10 or something like that. What will happen is, well, hopefully what we'll see is some type of manifestation of some of their powers in a way that's going to let us know that despite the threat of maybe Mephisto taking them away from Wanda, that we're going to see them for the long term. Okay, so Monica Rambeau, all right? Now I'm really curious to see what her response is going to be to her experience that she had inside the barrier. I think she's going to reveal some information about what it feels like or the experience of being inside that type of world. And then maybe from that information, you can begin to come up with some type of plan or protocol moving forward that will impact the people inside the town, waking up even more people, which is why we get this response from the lady that you see with the clothesline. Yeah, maybe not in this episode, but I think it will be a long-term effect moving forward. Hey, but what's up with them powers though? So now let's talk about Agnes. And I think what I'll do is I'll combine both the Agnes segment and the Halloween segment together because I think they're interlinked. I think in this very next episode, we don't see too much happen with Agnes. I think she's gonna play her role just like she's been doing in the beginning. She might say a few things here and there, you know what I mean? But I think for the most part, I think she's gonna kind of play it cool because of the big reveal from the last episode. Look, she can either play it one or two ways, right? She's gonna have to do something very drastic or she's gonna have to downplay it to the extreme. But I do believe that based on the comics, there's a part in the comics where there's this villain, and I believe his name is Melstrom, that he begins to enact his plan during Halloween because of course the veil is thinner between the worlds. Now this is the episode where I believe when Agnes is going to cut up. But in this next episode, I think she's gonna try to kind of keep it tame. I do hope I'm wrong. So now the big reveal that's rumored to happen somewhere around the end of the series, right? I don't know if we're gonna get, oh yeah, here's another thing too, I almost forgot. The missing persons, will we also get something on that in this episode as well? Is it possible that somehow the two are connected? I don't know, right now I'm just kind of spitballing, but the person I think is gonna be revealed at the end of the episode is going to be, post the comments down below, let me know. No, I'm just kidding. No, but for real, I think I got it narrowed down to either it being Magneto, played by Michael Fassbender, or Wolverine, either played by Hugh Jackman or somebody different. Now Paul Bettany said it was someone he always wanted to work with, so based on those two choices, it has to be something like that. But for real this time, post your comments down below, let me know what you think. Hit a like, please sub to this channel. We always drop content like this on the regular, and until then, see you then.